Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another G.I. Joe review. Today we'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Tactical Ninja Team set. We'll be breaking it up into 3 reviews, and starting us off is Agent Mouse, or however you just want to call him. He was one of the new Joe team recruits for Retaliation. Yeah, he's no longer a Joe. I don't think I am spoiling much when I say that he was one of the Joes to meet his demise in the desert battle and things of that nature. It's kind of sad because I think the character had some potential. He was a young recruit, learning the ropes. Looked like Duke and Roadblock had taken him under their wing, but such is life. Who knows? Maybe he's not really dead. We never know how these things work. I know that the character was basically created and cast with a certain actor whose name I don't remember because I never heard of him, to try and get a young female audience. Okay, take that for what you will. I have to say I am relatively disappointed with this figure. The base body mold is primarily the G.I. Joe Trooper, which I thought was a very good figure. And yes, in terms of articulation, this figure does have it. He has the pin and socket shoulders, single jointed elbows, the enhanced wrist articulation, which I think they finally figured out. It really does look pretty good with gloveless hands. I mean, depending on how you bend it and how you look at it, it doesn't look like there's a giant ball sticking out of the hand. But that's on both hands. The right one moves up and down. The left one moves in and out. That's to be able to hold the sniper rifles. We'll get to that in a moment. Ball-jointed hips, double-jointed knees, forward and back ankle articulation, and a side-to-side ankle pivot. Yeah, but see, the problem is he really can't hold any of his weapons. And we'll look at them in a moment, but the 2 rifles he comes with are bullpup style, which means the clip is in the back behind the grip, which makes getting it into the hand difficult, but also the hands aren't exactly molded as well as they could be. Let me come up here real quick, and you can see on this hand, the trigger finger is extended, but it is still attached to the rest of the hand, making it hard to fit into the trigger slot of the sniper rifle. And same on this hand. Now, I know many Joe guys will go out and just get an X-Acto knife and cut the finger free, but number one, I don't recommend that because you could cut yourself because you are working on such a small surface area, and number two, you really want to deface your toy. The vest he's wearing is removable, but it involves popping off his head, so I will not do it. The helmet is removable, and ooh, very removable. Took off his head. Does fit snugly, but also the head is a little bit loose. He does have that full ball-jointed range of motion. One slight problem with the head, as we can come up and see, and let me focus, is his eyes were painted in an upward-looking motion. Now, I got this set off of Amazon, so it's not something I could have looked at. But combined with the helmet and the style in which it sort of looks, kind of gives him a little derpy look, a little like he's a little off. But interesting enough, that's been a problem with many of the figures in this line, especially the Joe Colton figure. Other than that, there is a sheath in the back for a removable knife. I doubt he'll ever really use it, but it's nice to know it's there. Let's take a look at his accessories. Okay, Mouse comes with 2 rifles. First, this is the standard G.I. Joe Trooper assault rifle done up in yellow. It's actually more of a goldenrod than yellow. In some photos, it came off very bright. It's actually not that bright. But this one he holds pretty well. But forget about two-handed poses. The vest does limit articulation. But like I said, that you can remove the vest. I just choose not to. This is the sniper rifle. or else what I assume to be the sniper rifle. And again, you see that bullpup design. Also, you see the problem with the pronounced trigger guard. Really, if they're going to mold guns and give them to people with triggers and stuff that they're supposed to wrap fingers around, they have to use the hands with the separated trigger finger. It just makes sense. There is also one larger gimmick accessory that I guess is good for the whole set, but I think was designed with Mouse in mind since he's the one shown using it, and that's the grappling system. Now this is, I should mention right off the bat, can be used with the Ghost Hawk 2, and I think it actually comes with already another figure. I don't remember. It comes in two pieces. This silver piece, this backpack type unit that has a string with a harness attached to it. Now, they really aren't clear, but these are these two silver pieces are the clamp that you're going to need to use it for a table. What you do is you see that there's this square tab. You're going to lay this in and just all the way up in the closed position, and that's going to slide in and pop in and then slide onto a track. As you can see, it is a tight, clicky, ratcheting type of joint that is holding it in place. Will hold it closed. When you're attaching it to the Ghost Hawk, there are two clips here that this will go up flat, and these clips will hook into it. This can also be worn as a backpack, but none of the figures in the set, without removing some of their harnesses, can use it. Let me attach it to my table, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, as you can see, I have Mouse hooked into the harness. He clips in quite nicely with his vest on, even though for an optimal fit, I would recommend removing the vest or using a figure that doesn't have any type of external harness. But basically, you hold the little orange nub in your hand, and you just let him drop. And I will be adjusting my camera as he goes down, and as you can see, it's just like that opening scene where they're dropping from the Ghost Hawk. And that's about it. It's not a long string, which is nice because it doesn't get tangled, but yeah, this is how it works. You basically have a G.I. Joe yo-yo. Down, up and down. How to keep an idiot busy for hours. Up and down. I hate to say it, but Mouse was really one of the figures, in fact, the main figure I was looking forward to in this set, and it's kind of a letdown. Besides the fact that he can't hold his weapons in any type of realistic pose, I mean, just getting him into the hands was a bit of a work, and I'm afraid if I touch him, they'll fall out. He just falls flat. I mean, pop the head off or use a different helmet, and you have a great generic Desert Trooper. I've seen a lot of people taking the clutch head from the Tread Ripper and putting it onto this body and giving yourself a Retaliation clutch. It's a shame that this character died, because I really think there was a lot of potential there, especially with the mentor relationship he had with Roadblock and Duke. But Duke's not around, so it's just him and Roadblock. If you were looking to buy this set for this figure, it's an easy pass. If you can find them loose and have like a couple ideas, go ahead. But strictly on its own, I can't recommend the figure. This is your old pal Chuck for Mouse. We'll see you next time.